I've got a full stomach but an empty heart. And that empty heart in me makes it feel like every part of me is just as empty. So I'm sure it doesn't matter if I'm hungry, well-fed, or dead. I'm still walking around like a zombie with a heart like a vart made of lead. I've got my almost empty wallet and my almost empty back pocket, but even when I've got it all, it doesn't make me feel any better. I've always got enough to eat, but it never makes the edges of this empty space in me meet. Ask me what's in my wallet and I'll tell you, it sure isn't my joy. When I was a young man, I was told to learn the law, but every letter I saw only ever twisted itself to spell out everything I'd ever done wrong. I'm used to lying, cheating, and stealing, mostly just chasing after a feeling because I've spent all of my life looking for a way to be alive. So the law reveals the sin on my palms. I try to hang out in psalms, but even sweet songs and poems now only remind me that there's a price on my head. Feeling like everyone, especially God, wants me dead. So I rub my hands raw, trying to scrub my sin off, but I know the only way for me to get rid of my sin disease is to scrub until I'm completely gone. And so I look to the heavens and scream, God, if this is true, my only two options to cope are to not believe in you or to take the death I deserve, and I do. But that's something you already knew. You gave a double-edged sword, and it matters who's holding it, God or the twisted prince of this world, whether it's the knife that stabs you in the back or the scalpel that cuts away dead flesh to bring about new life. See, religion sets the holy standard but gives you no way to reach it. Gives you the blueprints for the good life but nothing with which to build it. Religion commands you to be holy, be righteous, be joyful, but then ties your hands behind your back, starves you of light, tells you to live, but then leaves you to die. But you don't. I was born outside your house in winter, raised in sin with no right to enter in. I didn't want to be an orphan, but that's what I got. Didn't want to be your stranger, but that was my lot. It's in my blood. Rebellion coursing through my veins, and I knew all about the pains of battle because I was my own worst enemy. If I ever tripped, I never had to look too far to see who set the snare. I knew myself was to blame. Or should I say, now that's the old me. I was doubled over in defeat just like every other time before, and you came to me and told me that I didn't have to fight to survive anymore. I looked up, but then around, scared to death that I'd be found, caught off guard because I knew that myself was never too far away. And I'd hate for you to see my shame. But then again, that's why you came. I told you you were crazy, but you told me that you made me in your image. I told you you were wrong, and you told me that you had a plan for me, and all along, and on we wrestled until morning when my hip popped and it dawned on me that you were only ever trying to embrace me, trying to change me, trying to save me from myself. And you told me to pick up my sword and study war no more, and you showed me your scars, and they spelled out receipts for victory and peace. And I reached for my wallet, but you stopped me and said, no, there's no fee. This one's on me. You are light in my darkness. You are joy through life's hardness. You bring strength in my weakness. You saw me in my depravity and you came to make me worthy. Made a way for me to be who I was made to be where I was made to be. I am yours, and I was made to be with you. And you came through in a way that all the religion and laws never do. When I was hungry and thirsty and needed food and drink, you were the one who came to bring it to me. You are bread, you are wine. I will eat, I will drink. I am yours, you are mine. I will live, for you are life, you are life, you are life. And now your presence sustains me, constantly breaks me down and recreates me, always making me into something new, something ever more increasingly like you, because you knew that nothing but perfection would do. So you come and do what only you can do, and all I have to do is look to you and rest in you and worship while I wait for you. You are worthy. I will worship while I wait for you.